Hey guys, so today we are doing this podcast for our social justice project in English, and we'll be discussing LGBTQIA, inclusiveness, and much more. So, Acacia, why did you choose this topic?
I chose this because I'm a lesbian and I wanted to shed light on some of the problems in the LGBTQIA plus community. Why did you choose this topic?
So, I chose this project because I identify as bisexual, and I feel like just coming out was a huge journey. Personally speaking, I don't even believe in coming out because I feel
Right.
like if I like a certain, like you like girls normally, like if you're heterosexual, you don't have to come out and be like, hey guys, I like boys. Like
Yeah.
everyone, like apparently that's what you're supposed to be, but it's just like
Mhm.
there was just a lot of pressure coming out. So I just wanted, like you said, like I want to shed light on what a lot of people go through, especially a lot of black people and black people, black kids in the black.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. How do you feel about homophobia in the Black community?
So actually, I feel that it's pretty heavy. I feel like it's a lot of pressure. Coming out to my parents was actually just very nerve-wracking, and I feel like with a lot of other races, specifically, I feel like in some white households, I feel like it's
Mm.
automatically welcomed because, you know, um, I feel like black people are just really stern on their ways. They're really stubborn. It's just
Yeah.
like if
Yeah,
they
yeah,
feel
yeah.
it's not the right way for you to go, then you shouldn't do it, no matter
Yeah.
what. And I
Okay,
feel like they
yeah.
always think about what like other people, how other people are going to view them, or their daughter, or their son, etc., etc., etc.
Right.
Um, what about you?
I also feel the same way, especially since, like, more likely than not, the older black generations are, like, really, like, religious. And I think
Mm.
that kind of, like, influenced the later generations as well.
Right,
So, okay.
right. No, I totally agree. Um, how do you feel about the saying, and I quote, "It's just a phase," end quote?
Um, why is it just a phase? I don't understand. I don't think it is. Because I was kind of, like, born this way. I don't really know.
Right,
I don't think it's really a phase. I
right. I
hate it,
mean,
though. Why does it have to
yeah.
be a phase?
That's how I feel because I feel like a lot of
Oh,
people
you're
just say it
frozen.
because they're fearful that it's not just a phase. Like me personally, I had my first crush on a girl in the first grade. So
Right.
all I'm saying is, how is it just a phase? If that I was how old 7 in the first grade and I'm
Right.
18 still, like how long is this phase gonna be?
Yeah.
Like I said, I feel like a lot of people say it's just a phase just to say it to kind of convince you that like oh, like this isn't gonna last long. Kind of, they're trying to convince themselves,
Yeah,
because
it's
there's
more
such
for themselves,
denial.
not for you.
But it's like, why do you need to mention it's just a phase? Because if you truly believe that, then let me go through the phase because a phase is something that ends. But I feel like you
Yeah.
keep pushing that onto me because you know it isn't. Like, you know it
Yeah.
isn't. You're scared. So yeah.
Uh, okay. Have you ever witnessed firsthand discrimination against the LGBTQ community?
Witness? Probably like in DC, like I feel like I have also like with a lot of my friends and like a lot of my past relationships with girls. Yes, 100%. I have.
Mhm.
Especially on social media, I've actually witnessed a lot of LGBT like witnessed
Oh yeah,
online,
for
not like
sure, for sure,
firsthand.
for sure.
But even like in past relationship with girls, like yes, I've realized a lot of like discrimination, like just their parents, like living in their parents' household and them clearly being against it and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Especially like sometimes, like when I first came out, like especially me, like it was just hard. Like I felt like it was hard experiencing discrimination from your own parents. I'm just like, whoa, like
Yeah,
hold up, you're
it
supposed to love
is.
me, right? Like, you're supposed to love me, and you're over here getting mad. Like I didn't choose to be this way. Like don't get me wrong though, I'm thankful for being this way because I feel like we have like so much more like fun to our personality.
Yeah. I feel like
But I mean, hey,
yeah.
hey. But yeah,
Anyways,
what
well,
about you? What about
my dad is homophobic. I haven't come out to anyone yet because that's none of their business. Like, why do I have
you?
to? Going back to
Right.
like the first question. So,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, because I
Yeah.
thought that because that was my dad. My dad just had this picture. He was like, "You're gonna get married to a man. You're gonna." Mm, who said that?
Yeah. Who
Who
said
said
that?
that? Who told you that? Because like you had this idea of my life, but it's my life, and I'm gonna live it how I want to live it.
My dad won't even
Um,
let us say the word bisexual because he believes that you can only choose one.
yeah.
Like that's so
No.
it's so aggravating.
Really
Love him,
no.
but stop it.
Okay. Have you ever witnessed any homophobia at Howard? And if yes, how do you think Howard could be better?
I'm actually Howard is pretty good with
Yeah,
like in
I
terms
can
of
agree.
like being inclusive of all communities. Yeah.
Our in my dorm, no, Mr. Freshman is literally gay. So
Right.
so
That's
honest, like I think we're pretty up there. Like we're really good. Like at the parties, like all like it's just so positive. Like Howard is just so positive, and it's like I'm not gonna say it was surprising, but I really think it's just our generation. I really think it's
right.
just our generation. But no, I see people out here wearing what they want. I see people doing what they want, dressing how they want.
I
Like
know. I'm a
shout out
business major
Howard for
and
real.
I'm a business major and I see like I just see like you see like guys in heels and stuff and like full
Right in their
faces and like
skirt, I'm
in their
like,
skirt
hey,
and
you
skirt and
ate.
it's just
Like
like
you ate. Like
I'm
I'm
just
not
I'm so
right.
happy that we're
Right.
here now.
Right. And I'm just so it makes me even happier that like I chose this HBCU because it's
Right.
just like inclusive to my people. Okay. Aside from Howard, maybe the DMV, since that's where me and you both live, do you think that it's homophobic? Do you think it'd be anything like if you were to go down south or and are you comfortable with being yourself in public if you were to go out with like your significant other?
It depends on how far down.
Right.
I feel like once you cross that, like once you get down to like that Virginia area and down, it's like just shut up.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't like want any
Right.
complications. So I
No,
kind of
I
just
I actually really agree with that. Now, in the DMV, I am comfortable. Like,
right.
um,
It's
yeah,
fine
like
up
I
here,
feel like I
but
would be
like
really comfortable. But when you
once
go
you
down
go
south and they start talking about how you can't talk about it in schools, how it shouldn't be on commercials,
right,
how like it's just wrong and like how like they'll hang you and stuff. I'm just like, whoa,
right,
whoa,
right,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
right,
whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't know what I liked was what I liked had that much to do with you, but
right.
okay. But
It also like
in the
depends on the
DMV,
area too.
yeah. In the DMV it's good though because I feel like we have what's the name? We have Pride in DC
Right.
in June. It's pretty big down here. I see people hanging their flags from their
Yeah.
houses. But if you do that
My
in the
neighborhood is
South,
full
you're
of it
probably gonna get
actually.
pointed. Huh?
My
What'd you say?
neighborhood is full of it. Like I've seen, did you know that outside of Blackburn, they have like that pride flag up there?
Yeah. Like
I
it's
love
really
that.
inclusive. I think DC, like DC and New York are big places of just like, you know what, you're gonna be who you wanna be. And some
Yeah.
people are gonna like it, some people aren't, but like no one's really gonna do anything about it. If it's just like you. Like I feel like DC is a big place on minding your business. You walk on Georgia Ave,
Hmm.
you mind your business.
Right.
You
You
walk
just
anywhere in New York, you mind your business. But
right.
other places in the South, it seems like people are just minding your business. And it's just like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
It's
very
like, no.
nosy down there.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I feel like I am comfortable being myself and being with my significant other in in the DMV. Shout out to the DMV.
Hmm. Shout out to the DMV. Okay. What are your thoughts on some establishments denying work for members of the LGBTQ community?
Mm. Like this goes back to people minding my business, and I feel like just no. Like I feel like if I'm working and I'm doing a whole different job, like a whole different like this is my job. My
Hmm.
outside life is over here. You should only be
Right.
focused on what I'm doing here, not over here. So no,
Yeah.
I feel like just no, and I feel like it shouldn't really be supported. But hey, here we go. There's so many places. Like we have Chick-fil-A. We have so many other
Hmm.
places. And Chick-fil-A is so popular. And sorry, y'all, I eat at Chick-fil-A,
Me too. It's fine.
but all I'm saying is like there's so many places that don't support us. But I mean, who's really going to?
Right. Like your sexuality doesn't affect your quality of work. And
Right. Yes,
that's my
that.
case.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Okay. If it was a perfect world, what would you change to make the world? How would you change the world and make it more inclusive to the LGBTQ community?
That's a tough question. I just say mind your business. Like that's where all this homophobia is coming from. Like you're minding other people's business.
Amen.
You're
Mind
caring
your
too much. It's just
right.
like mind your business.
Yeah. Also, okay. So don't get me started on this question because I can go on forever. Because I feel like one, we shouldn't have to come out. Just like
Hmm.
just like them, just like heterosexuals didn't have to come out. I feel like I should not have to come out. I feel like that people of older generations need to accept that things have changed. Gen Z is very accepting and opening. I feel like before our generation, no one identified as a they them. Like everyone just hid.
Right.
Everyone just hid in their shell, and it's just like I'm so
Hmm.
proud to be a part of a generation that goes out and really is just open and like not scared to be themselves. So honestly, if it was the perfect world, I hope everyone was like Gen Z. Okay, I wish
Yes.
everyone just formed into Gen Z. I wish parents were more accepting. I wish the Black community was not as homophobic as it is. Don't get me wrong. In some households, like I feel like they're lucky. They're the lucky ones.
Hmm.
I feel like people need to stop spreading that like religion, like religious, like false realities of religion, like how like you won't go to heaven or like whatever. It's just like, and how do you know that? Because are you God Himself? No, you're not. So I feel like that.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's just so much that we can change. I wish it was just normal. You know,
Yeah.
like it shouldn't be like, oh my God, are those two girls kissing? Yes, we are. And what?
Like
Like,
this big scandal.
right. Like, yes, we are. And what are you gonna do about it? Because
Right.
when you're making out and you're doing all this like PDA at the bus stop with your boyfriend, like I'm not saying anything to you about it. I'm minding my business,
Right.
even though we don't want to see it. So if I were to do the same thing with a girl, how does that affect you? I keep it pushing
Right.
when I see that. So you need to keep it pushing when you see me. Like, come on. But yeah, I was actually looking at the um poll that we sent
Mhm.
out last night, and honestly, it was really cool because a lot of people, like everyone was kind of just on the same page as us, like the homophobia in the Black community, like with religious
Wait, repeat
perspective.
that. It froze up.
I said like the poll that we did last night, a lot of people were on the same page as us. And even like some heterosexuals were like really honest with the homophobia that they witness around us. They said that
Hmm.
Howard's really inclusive and stuff like that. And I was just like, okay, like this is really good. But yeah, I think that's all of our questions that we had today. Thank you
Okay.
guys
That's
for
it.
joining us. Yeah, really shout out to y'all. Support Gen Z. Be accepting.
Ally.
Be an ally. Yes, be an ally.
Bye.
Bye.